Hello, dearest ones. I, Jesus, known as Sananda from my first existence as the first created being, my eternal name, greet you with warm welcome, warm words, a warm heart, and love for every one of you. I love you more than you can imagine. And this is the gift that you receive as you continue on your path beyond the physical world. For as we continue to evolve, and we all do, we continue to learn and grow and reach and be more than we ever were before. This is also true of you. You are my beloved. I am your brother, an elder, but you're equal on the path of self-discovery, on the path of we love all life forces, all beings, all creatures, all worlds. For as you evolve on this path that you are now on, this journey, which is day to day, year to year, for as long as you need to be in a physical life to move beyond the physical realm. It is all learning. Learning to open your heart, learning to be that beautiful soul that you are already inside your being, in your consciousness, which you are now in the journey of awakening and expanding, even beyond your expectations, even beyond what you think you already know. For there is always more to learn, more to be, more to give. All of us exist to help others. That is the purpose of life. We do not live for ourselves alone. We live to help others in whatever ways we can provide comfort, insight, wisdom, a tidbit here, a tidbit there, a small courtesy, something simple, genuine, real affection, without judgment and without expectation in return. This is why we are all alive. This is why we all came into being out of the I am consciousness that is, was, always will be, always was, the forever and ever. What we think of as, what you think of as God is an original consciousness that was not physical, not an entity, not a being, but consciousness, pure consciousness, that wanted to extend itself to have companionship. And the first of these were angels. And I humbly bow to you with the acknowledgement that I am the first created being, the first angel. One of my physical incarnations where I came to help in many worlds. On this earth, I am known as Jesus. I am not above you. I am not better than you. I come with a big heart, and I come with full love, and without judgment or bias to each and every one of you, woman, child, girl, boy, man, of any nation, of any faith, of any race. And whether you have no faith at all, it matters not. For we are all on a journey to be more than we were yesterday. And this is true of me, and this is true of all of the ascended masters whom I represent when I channel here on this YouTube channel for Charol. And at some point in the next year or so, she hopes to transcribe all of these into a book, because there is all completely new information to her that she never knew before. And I love sharing new thoughts and new insights. It is easier and more free this way than in writing. But I also represent the ascended masters of this earth, all faiths, all religions, all world teachers of the entire earth history. Spiritual teachers, guides, saints, people you never heard of, never knew of. Thousands upon thousands. We comprise what is called the Council of Light. I speak on their behalf in the many books that I am writing through this person, this Charol, not only since my book, The Bringers of Hope, but all of the books that she published since 1994, or wrote since 1994, all of the books that she has published, all of them, I wrote them. Initially, she received them as her consciousness. That's fine, her higher self-consciousness. I'm good with that. I have no need for attention. But I just wanted you to know that the value of these books is just as clear and high and pristine as what I am speaking to you now in my own direct voice. I wrote them all. I am the author. And all of these books are written on behalf of the Council of Light. I say this because the book that is now the Bringers of Hope, republished 2021 as an expanded second edition, for which I wrote an entire new volume of many, many chapters. The reason for this book is to tell you, if you didn't already know, I'm already ascended. I'm already back on the earth, and I have been here for a very, very, very long time. I don't shout it from the rooftops. Those with an open heart know me, feel my presence. Just believe it's real. And one of the most important, and I share a lot in this book. I share all about our visitors and the travelers from other worlds, other galaxies, because they are also our brothers and sisters. I share a lot about the origin story of how the angels came to be and how the angels are with you today and helping you today. I have a very long, big section in the middle on the return of all the saints. And the reason for that is, and this was completely new to Charol as well, because since she started channeling me in 1975 during her awakening, when I sent her many visions of humanity's past, present, and very, very, very long future. Yes, it was I that sent these visions to Charol, and this is the first time she's hearing this. You're welcome, Charol. I love you, my sister, sister, brother, whatever. It doesn't matter. In the physical form, you have many forms and many bodies, but whatever. This is Charol's last physical incarnation. She's glad to hear this too. Yes, I know, Charol. Getting old is, that was the one blessing I had when I ascended from the crucifixion, because I didn't have to go through the elderly journey of the body failing the strong spirit that's inside. And I am just very, very grateful that Charol is committed to the end of this life, which is another 25 years, we feel, based on current conditions. Oh, Charol, 105, you can do it. You can do it, girl. And we are working on keeping the body in harmony and balance well enough that she is free to be who she is, where she is. And we are taking care of the finances and sending her even more support than I have already given her, such as this house. I brought this house to her through her friend in Tahoe. He is one of mine, and he heard me in his heart, and he gave her this house. So, my goodness, people, the blessings bestowed when you have an open heart and you go where you are called, and you trust when you are called and why and how you are called without having any idea of what will come next. When you say yes and you step into it fully and completely, miracles unfold before you immediately, one after another. Every step you take, another miracle arrives. I tell you this, and Carol has seen this in her own life. Since she read the first book that opened this door for her in, I believe it was 1969, she read the Edgar Cayce biography, The Sleeping Prophet, that awakened her conscious mind to the journey. There is so much I have to say. And I love this blessed servant who is here for you and us. Now I tell you this because in the very large volume in the Bringers of Hope, everything about how all of these Council of Light people, all of us, including myself, we are all spiritually embodied all over the planet, in all nations, in all corners, in all lands. We are everywhere, quietly, humbly, providing stability, insight, strength, and courage to do what you know is the right thing to do for yourself and for your community and for your world and your nation. This is how we are helping you. And when you tune into the vibration, such as through a meditative state, and you feel that vibration sparkle and lightning through you, and you feel your whole being alive with the force of life, that is when you begin to hear our voices within you. It is called the inner voice, if you didn't already know this. And I wrote a very long chapter on understanding the inner voice, what it is and what are the various levels of it. In the book, Carol has retitled The Soul Path. It is the petals of self-discovery. And I also write in that book a great deal about how to discern false from truth. How do you know who's for real? And how do you know who is all hype? And how to avoid those who mean to hurt you, or those who are out to manipulate you, because that's the difference, and you feel it in your core being. And as you elevate day by day, month by month, year by year, in your awareness and sensitivity to the higher vibration, because everything is vibration, everything is frequency. As you elevate into the higher frequencies, you know, it is as clear as day to you who you can trust and who you cannot. This not only includes people in your everyday life, which is harder to discern, yes, but is very, very clear in your politics. And I tell you this because the politics are critical in the world around right now. Why? Because who you choose to represent you in your politics is what you get in your own life. If you have freedom to do as you wish, to go where you wish, to travel, if you have freedom to have health care and a place to live and a place to sleep and the right people who are looking out for you and not themselves, that is the distinction. You either have people representing you in your politics who are really doing everything they possibly can to make your life better. That is in your city, your county, your state, as well as your country, your nation. And there are many people in many places around the world, including in America, who have fallen into the trap of cowardice and are not doing what they know is the right thing to do, or they are out to hang on to whatever power they think they can get from it. Well, I'm telling you this right now. That power is disappearing, and it is fleeting, and it is going away. And the strength of the people who are doing what is right for everyone else, that is increasing. And there would be more and more and more, including next year in the elections in America. More. Because people are waking up to their personal responsibility to have the lives they want to keep, the freedoms they want to keep, and understanding that true freedom is what can I do to help someone else. That's the freedom that you want to keep and hang on to, and not give in to fear, and certainly not let hate shut you down or hold you back, because it is a nowhere path. It goes nowhere but off a cliff. And those who have the courage and the strength to understand, well, this is just what it is. We must be good. We must be helpful. And in this strength, you are the ones who are changing the world and fighting back against the resistance of change. The extremists are fighting against the natural evolution of change, diversity in faith, religion, opinions, healthcare, race, diversity, gender, whatever it is. I tell you this right now. I and every member of the Council of Light, and that includes every major world teacher that you know of, including Muhammad, Buddha, Confucius, all of them for the long history of Earth from the beginning. We all are in agreement. We have no bias. We don't follow a religion. Our teachings at the time that we gave them were to help people understand how to be the better person that they can be here and now in their reality. Not out of hate or judgment or bias, because that is a nowhere path, and that will end you off of a cliff, and you will lose everything you cherish. You will lose, because when you don't live by your values and your principles, everything else goes away. You lose everything else, and that is freedom to be who you are and want to be. I have a lot to say on this topic, clearly. and it feels really good to channel again for a time. Charol was missing me. I have stepped aside for a time, and I have allowed, so far, since September 3rd and 4th, I believe, and we haven't, I have allowed Charol to receive messages for the first time ever from the Divine Council of the Cosmos. They represent masters, ascended masters of all worlds and all galaxies and all universes. So they're the top tier, and I as Jesus represent this earth, because this is where you are in the moment. But the Divine Council has the same messages, and we are all speaking the same messages and all that. We're all in alignment with what we believe and how we roll. So that they will come back, but Charol was missing my presence and my voice, and here I am. I love you. I love each and every one of you. You can't imagine. And we all love you. Every single one of us. We love you, you. Whoever you are, be not afraid. Be strong. Be brave. Because you are the change. And you are in the age of change. And it's good. It's very, very good.